just want to take this this moment to announce something. And one of the reasons that the show is no longer going to continue past April is really because of this. You see, we've got work to do.
Can't do any worse than currently.
Yes. Can I be in your cabinet?
Yeah. I was going to say something that I'm not going to say.
I know, my mind's going there too. Again, work to do. That's
Who's going to be the comptroller? What is a comptroller? Do we have any comptrollers in here?
It's pronounced control.
they're not nice people. They're people that troll comps. So it's thank you.
I did the whole comptroller thing. We missed you guys. I missed you especially. I know I missed a few of you in DC. I'm sorry. Thank you for forgiving me. And happy to see you now.
So my question is, season 15, episode 1, Dean is cleaning the wound of Sam, the god wound, okay? He tries to
Well, don't ruin it for me.
Yeah, spoiler alert, sorry. So Dean starts to tell Sam a knock-knock joke, but he doesn't finish it. I want to know what it is.
It was cut out for time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow joke. But it was knock knock.
Who's there?
Well, let me just there's a precursor joke that helps this joke make sense. And that's the one that we all know, which is knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
Right? We're all aware of that one. This was the one that we opted for that didn't make the cut, and you'll see why. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting sloth.
Interrupting sloth who?
Thank you. Thank you. To be fair, that actually wasn't at all. We just made all of that up. It was.
It was not written like that.
No, I think it was. Wasn't it a fart joke? Yeah, I was supposed to be like making fart noises or something like that. I think we tried a couple of different variations that day just to see what worked, and apparently nothing worked. So they cut it all out. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, the knock knock joke I don't think had a punchline. It was just something. It was just something to distract them. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if you could go back in time to when you went to audition for Sam and Dean, what you would tell yourself about the experiences that you've had so far.
That's a great question. I mean, there are funny answers and there are honest answers, and some of them overlap. For me, life sort of imitated art, and I don't know what was the chicken and what was the egg, and I don't know what came first anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I think I kind of mentioned this before. When the show first started, the pilot, I was thrilled and excited, and then when it was announced that the pilot got picked up, and we had a lunch at Nobu in Manhattan after the upfronts, and people were like, "Okay, see you in Vancouver." We were like, "What's Vancouver?" Like, where? We didn't have any idea that we filmed the pilot like a 2-mile drive from where I just bought a house where I had dogs and friends and stuff, and it was like, all right, you're getting shipped. Like, Jared kind of went through what Sam went through. Like, wait, I'm doing what? Where? But I'm not prepared for this. Like, whoa, what about my friends and family and my room and my magazine subscriptions? Or which was true, actually. I just spit. DNA.
You can sell that on eBay.
It's all right there. It's burning the carpet.
This is the splash zone, just so you guys are aware.
This is the Shamu zone. Fluids. That's a weird word to say. It sounded better in my
context, yes, it's a weird word to say.
That is one of those, there are words that, like, if you're ever in an elevator with people you don't know, there are some words you can say that will immediately freak out everybody. Next time you're in an elevator and there are people already in there, as soon as the doors close, just say, fluids. And then if someone glances at you, just give them dead eye contact. And watch them slowly go like this. It's a little nugget of knowledge. Hard one. Yes, long story short, I wouldn't have told young Jared anything, because I feel like I was able to experience some degree of what Sam was experiencing. I'm still learning tense. I was able to experience a little bit, like, anything that I did well in season 1 was kind of by default. So when Sam was like, I didn't sign up for this, that's just because Jared was like, I didn't sign up for this. So
there's a lot of art imitating life back in the days. Yeah, I agree with Jared and what he would not have told. I don't think I would have wanted to have told young Jensen that, hey, be prepared. This is going to be a 15-year commitment, and you can expect this and this and this and this and this. I kind of feel like that'd be telling you that, okay, enjoy the roller coaster ride. It's going to be exactly 37 seconds long. Here's a stopwatch. You can watch it, because then you're going to miss the ride. It's kind of like Forest for the Trees. It's kind of like could have missed the pain, or could have missed the pain, but I'd have missed the dance. So I think that there's the unknown was what made this such a beautiful ride and continues to make it a beautiful ride.
if Sam and Dean had turned into a monster, I would vote for Dean to turn into Sam and Dean. The bow-legged fish. Bow-finned fish. Your fins would kind of be, you'd have a leather jacket. You'd have a little fish impala, a fish pala. I guess I'd have to probably be a Wendigo or something, since I got the height. Thin man, yeah, something tall and goofy. I would love to play a shapeshifter. And shapeshift into somebody else, and then I'll have vacation. Just kidding. I always loved the shapeshifter dynamic. Those are always some of my favorite episodes. So I'd like to be a shapeshifter. I don't know if that's kind of what the question was, but what about you?
A witch.
Which witch?
As you think about it, you know...
Wouldn't you be a warlock? What's the difference? Don't be sexist. Aren't male witches called something?
Depends which.
Werewolves?
Depends which.
A warlord.
That's what I said. I said warlock.
A wizard.
A wizard.
I think we're...
He's already a wizard. Well, it depends. It depends. It depends.
Get out!
Because you think about it, when we, vampires that we hunt, they're always in like shacks in the woods. Werewolves, they're living in like, these horrible, awful places. The only place that you find the only place you find like high-end hotel rooms and like living the good life are witches. It's like they figured it out. And I'll never forget, like, we're in this like the basement of this really awful industrial park, and it's like just it stinks, and there's asbestos and mold in just every corner of this place, and we're like torturing some poor soul, and one of our dolly grips, Shane, he's just like, why don't we ever torture anybody in a Four Seasons hotel room? I kind of feel like the witches would. Rowena's like, I'm not going to the basement. I'll be in the penthouse.
Who was the one being tortured? Was he Dean that passed out? He kept passing out?
Oh, yeah.
There was an episode we did, and we had a young actor, and he was tied up to the chair, and he started with like a burlap sack on his head, or like a black sack, so he couldn't see. And I feel like he was a demon, or he knew something about a demon. Long story short, it was a hot day, it was hot on stage, and the poor guy kept, like, he was nervous and hyperventilating for real, and he kept passing out. I know, yeah, so at first we were like, is he just getting really method?
No, he didn't keep passing, he just went out. Like, it was, he pulled the sack out, and like mid-take, he was just like...
And Jensen turns to me and he's like, this guy's really overacting.
This guy's out. Yeah.
Wow, milk it, huh, buddy?
Wow. Juilliard? I wouldn't have overcommitted like that, but good on you, Ben. Way to stick it out. Yeah, that certainly wasn't a penthouse hotel room, for sure. So, anyway, there you go. And I guess we'll get back to you on the whole warlord, witch, wizard.
What's a warlock?
It depends what universe you're in.
Fiasco.
Different rules for different universes.
There's different rules for different universes?
I think so.
What about this universe? Warlock? Wizard?
Warlock sounds cooler than wizard.
Just say you're
I'll be
Harry
a
Potter.
wizard.
A warzard?
A warzard.
I smell a season 16.
If you could watch your Supernatural highlight reel, what would be your top 3 moments or like character arcs?
Are character eggs?
Arcs.
Eric's. Oh, Eric's. I like it. New Jersey?
I think it's Tallahassee.
Before you answer, it's nowhere in the US.
What?
Not US. I'm trying to speak neutrally.
Old Jersey?
Neutrally? I'm trying to speak neutrally. I think that might be Omaha.
No, Jesus. A lot of people yesterday couldn't understand me when I was just...
Couldn't understand?
You don't say. Hey, Irish.
Just ask Venetia.
Yep.
What part?
Good old Dublin.
Dublin?
Oh, is it magically delicious?
No. Wow.
Have you ever heard Rob Benedict's Irish accent?
I was at the UK con and it's...
Great.
It's pretty phenomenal.
He's a better Chuck than he is.
And that's debatable. All right, top 3 character highlight reel moments. Whew. Well, since we've got so few to pick from.
I can only think of 2. I would say I always liked finale of season 8.
Yes.
Sacrifice, that's right. I was happy with the Ezekiel Gadriel arc, and I really liked the Soulless arc.
Michael? Purgatory?
It would be purgatory.
Fever.
I don't know if that's an arc.
It was an arc for me. For you.
And anything with Charlie.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey.
Your Irish accents need work.
Our American accents need work, to be clear.
My question kind of has to do with Sam and Dean are always, in the bunker, most likely living together. It's two dudes. Sam is always working out. My husband work out. That's a lot of BO going in. What would Sam and Dean do just to block out each other's mush? I guess.
Why would we want to? Oh, that's why. That's a good question. We call it a shower? Italian shower?
So like baby wipes?
Febreze? Febreze gives me a headache.
I'm gonna work that in. Is it somewhere? I'm just gonna have Dean splashing water on his face, and then just picking up a thing of Febreze and going.
Then later in the episode, Sam walks in and goes, yeah, I think by this time they've probably, it's not the bunker I'm worried about, it's the Impala, because that's much smaller cubic footage of available oxygen.
Stinks like sex. She said it.
I didn't say it. Yeah, no, I know that voice. Yeah, I think we probably wash our clothes pretty quickly. But Sam works out outside. Yeah, Sam went for a jog. Found Eileen. So, and Dean doesn't work out.
I do. I just have a different routine.
Febreze. Dancing routine.
Thanks.
Thank you. Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay.
Look up the 1980s Crystal Light Championship dance routines. Something like that.
For sure. Pretty well.
If you could have Sam and Dean meet any other character that you've played in movies or on TV, who would you choose?
New York Minute.
Do Sam and Dean meet other characters? Like, does Sam meet a character that Jared has played?
Yes.
Okay.
New York Minute.
I didn't play Eric Rader. I mean Dean. So he could finally meet a Dean with amazing locks. So he could meet a tall Dean. That's the gauntlet? You can say his hair sucks, but don't say he's not tall.
Well, because my hair does suck, but I'm not short. Can I say, I think if Sam and Dean were going to be any other, you said like TV characters, I think the obvious one would be the two broke girls.
No, that you played.
Oh, that we play? Again, two broke girls, I think. You know, one of us already has the hair.
And one of us is short enough.
It writes itself, really. Oh, okay, well I thought you meant like us characters meeting another characters from the other show, and I'm like, perfect, two waitresses who are down their luck? Done. Jason Priestley? I don't know, what did you say?
I said Dean.
But you've already played him.
No, that's what she said.
I'm going to need you to repeat the question in English.
Will you bring the Irish girl back to ask the question?
Yeah, I understood her better than you. What's happening?
If you could have Dean meet any other character that you have played in a movie or TV, who would you choose?
Well, I didn't hear that. I don't know why you didn't say that the first time. I would say Alec. Yeah. Because I don't know if Dean would know what to do because he's like a genetically modified human. So is he a monster or is he not? And Dean's pretty clear about, you know, what's right and what's wrong there. So it's like, does he put him down or does he befriend him?
Hi.
If you guys had to go back and start all the way from the beginning, which characters would you play if you couldn't play the Winchesters?
In the show?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I understand this question properly.
For all 15 seasons.
If we could go back and play any other character other than the ones that we play on Supernatural,
And you couldn't play each other.
and you can't play,
Correct.
Does it have to be a character that lasted for a long time? 'Cause
No.
obviously, okay, it doesn't have to be?
No?
I really enjoyed the arc that Sterling was able to play as Gordon. It was really neat because he was doing what he thought was right. Yeah. A, he's amazing, but B, I love that he came from being sort of a rogue fellow hunter to having to turn on the brothers, and it's kind of like one of the characters that also got to play a different version of himself. And again, I just dug the dynamic of a good guy kind of gone wrong. And I feel like he's one of the only kind of villains, so to speak, on the show that didn't become hated. Like, why is everybody after the boys? Because you know he had a great kind of vulnerable core to the situation he was put in. So that would have been a fun arc. That would have been a fun arc that I would have liked to have played if it was like a show that was going on and I was an actor that wasn't already on the show.
I always thought that we've had some really great, well-written characters and amazing, talented performers that have portrayed them.
We've also had Misha on the show.
And we've also had Misha.
Thank you! I'm out, guys.
Jared Padalecki, ladies and gentlemen.
I earned that one. Before the end of the decade. He just informed me that it was a pity rim shot. So I'll still take it.
It's better than a pity rim job.
Is it? Maybe not. I think there's a lot to choose from. I think there's some really well written, and yeah, that was who I was going to say was Crowley. I think what Mark did was fantastic, and you know, one of the probably the main reason why that character lasted as long as it did. But there was so much good stuff that they wrote for Crowley. It would have been a lot of fun to play that character. So there you go.
Yesterday, Misha mentioned about the end of the show, knowing how it's going to turn out.
He doesn't. We lied to him.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he's got a big mouth, so.
he didn't tell us. So, but he said he liked it because the point was that he liked knowing the ending so he could work towards it. And I wondered if you felt the same way.
About him liking the ending?
About knowing it so that we can kind of tailor our performance towards that.
I mean,
Yes.
I have no reason not to take him at his word. I also think that he likes knowing the ending. Wait, will you repeat the question?
Yes, I like knowing the ending because it does give you that sense of having a goal, having a target in sight. That
I don't feel like I'm working towards the ending in any way, shape, or form.
No,
but I do feel like I'm able to focus more on the episodes we're filming, not worrying about what the ending is going to be, and not worrying if it's going to do as much justice as would be possible to a 327 episode show that's been so much a part of all of our lives. So I feel like when he and I found out the ending together, I sort of, digested it over a little bit, and I was like, badass. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna go film a season of a TV show, So I wasn't like, oh God, I hope they don't F this up. So I was comforted knowing that I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think there's maybe a slightly greater sense of confidence in some of the bigger choices that we're making right now in the season, knowing where we're going and that choice won't be contradicted by how the show ends. In the past, we just had to kind of be faithful that the show would go somewhere that made these choices make sense, and I think that. I think that the writers and the directors and the editors and everybody involved kind of keeps an eye on that. But for us as performers, like sometimes we'll make a choice in a particular scene or a particular story arc that you don't really know where that's going to go. You don't know how that's going to end, and so you just kind of go off the faith that this will make sense. So I think we're having a little greater confidence. Not that there was insecurity in what we were doing before, but I think it's just a little bit more of a confidence of knowing that the decisions we make won't be contradicted by the ending of the show at this point.